Hey guys, Chris and Boomer here live in
the Dream Giveaway Garage. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, well, happy Monday for you.
Well, yeah, well, every day's a Monday. But it is a Tuesday. It's Happy Tuesday. It's a great Tuesday. And today we're talking Corvette.
If it's Tuesday, it must be, well, we're right here in the Dream Giveaway Garage. And yesterday we got such great response over talking about the body lines on the Herstols.
Okay.
We decided today to talk about the body lines on probably the prettiest classic Corvette that we've ever had in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
Oh yeah, the 61 Resto Mod is an amazing little car. And I will tell you, I think from all of the C1s, I think 61 was probably my favorite body style. There's a lot of things that are working there. And we're going to talk about them here in just a minute about what came in when and why things are the way they are on this car. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I find most interesting about the 61 and 62 Corvettes is that it almost foretells what's going to be happening with the mid-year cars.
Oh yeah.
A little bit. But I'm going to let you take it from there.
All right. So, we'll start up front here. And we've got a lot of comments about the grille itself. So if you'll notice, this grille is 58, 59, 60. All right, it's a common grille that was used, I think, 58, 59, and 60. Not a 61 grille. If you've ever seen a 61 grille, you'll know why Resto Mod builders love to put in 58, 59, 60 grills, because it's like they called it a mesh grill. It wasn't a mesh as we think of a mesh, it was just a square grill. It's a lot like the grill that's on the 66, but just not as attractive. Most people don't realize there's a grill up under there. There is a grill up under there. It's just a mesh grill. So that's what was in this opening here. And there was another bar that ran across here, so you could see it right there. Just not real attractive.
Yeah, and so, guys, the question, is this a 61 Corvette? Yes, absolutely. But realize it's a $250,000 custom 1961 Corvette.
Yeah.
So if you think that it's not a genuine one, I'm here to set the record straight. The VIN is a 61.
Yes.
The title says it's a 61. And we know some of the backstory of the car. Genuine 1961, kind of a cool backstory. Maybe we'll share that another day. But let's talk about some of the other iconic cues of that 61 1962 Corvette. And here's a trivia question for you guys. What TV show starred a 1961 and a 1962 Corvette? I know it's an easy one, but let's see if our guys can answer it.
Well, Susan said except the 61 and 62 didn't have the T, which I love.
No, what, these? Yeah,
well,
that's what we're saying. Yeah,
that's what we're saying. That's 1958.
Yeah, this was not here. It was just literally a bar. All of these were not here. It was just a bar that ran across with that mesh grill, and it was just not. It wasn't a good look for this car.
Yeah.
58 was the debut for the twin lights.
Yeah, great
look.
And
it carried over all the way to 62.
Sure.
And I want to say too that the chrome strip that's on here was I want to say this, I can't remember now what year this chrome strip came in. I want to think it was a 61, but I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, it sure looks good though.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking to one of my restoration buddies, and you know how much it costs to do chrome these days?
Oh, it's insanely expensive.
You can spend $50,000 to $100,000 doing chrome on a car.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing. But go on. So we've got these beautiful quad lights. We've got that 58 custom grille in there. And we may as well call this a split bumper.
Yeah, it is a split bumper car. And they were like this since at least 58. That's when this whole thing kind of came in. 57 had a little bit different front end setup, I do believe.
And the split bumper carried right over into the mid-year. You guys can see it right there.
Yep. And then as you come down the side, I will tell you that 61 was the last year for the two-tone paint jobs, and it would not come back again until 78 when they brought in the 25th anniversary car.
That's great. Yeah, this area right here, of course, is called the Cove.
Cove, yes.
That's right.
These are correct for a 61, the little shark gills that you've got there. So those are right. You know, the chrome around here just makes all of that look just absolutely gorgeous. Of course, the interior is all custom. The console's custom, the gauges are custom. The gauges are in a semi-original location, but those are Dakota Digital carbon fiber look gauges. Beautiful, I love them. They're backlit by red, so it's really, really cool.
Let's see if we can actually see that if I get those on here, give some power. There, you guys can see that red backlight on the gauges that Boomer is talking about.
The car also features air conditioning. It has a vintage air system in it. Has AM, FM, Bluetooth radio with navigation. It also has power windows. The power windows are right there in the center console, and that is, of course, a Tremec T56 6-speed manual transmission.
Because last year, all you guys were saying, well, remember the story of the lady who came up to you?
Oh yeah, I got wore out. So if you're a Dream Giveaway fan and you're the nice lady who wore me out at Bloomington Gold, Corvettes at Carlisle. No, it wasn't. No, it was. Where were we? We're at Corvettes at
Corvettes at Carlisle.
We were at Corvettes at Carlisle, who wore me out because that little black car that we had 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Had a 4L80E 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission in it, and man, she was not happy with me. So just for you, ma'am, we've got the 6-speed manual. You're going to love this car.
Lance wants to know what's the ground clearance on this Vet.
Yes. It is low. This is sitting on a Corvette Corrections chassis, and it is running C4 front and C4 rear running gear, but the car, as you can see, the car is sitting on lowering springs. And one of the really cool things about it is that even after the car was put together and assembled, they took it back apart, and then all of the suspension parts were chromed.
And we've shown that.
We've shown that once before. So it is beautiful up underneath there.
How recent is this giveaway?
How recent is it? It just started. It started in February.
Started in February, runs through December. You can see the gallery of the full photos of this car at www.dreamgiveaway.com, and may as well throw you guys out that promo code. Use promo code Facebook Live. You're going to get bonus tickets.
And remember, this is this year's Corvette Dream Giveaway, so there is a 2021 C8 Z51 3LT car that goes with this. That car is not in the garage at this point. That car is up at Lingenfelter Performance Engineering, having some work done to it when we get it back. Of course, these Corvettes are new. There's still a lot going on. Prototyping parts takes a lot of work, a lot of time. Performance is available to do those now. So that car is going to go up by about 100 horsepower. So you're going to be looking, I think, at 595 horse instead of 495 horse.
And that's great stuff for the new mid-engine Corvette. Yeah. And it puts it all right down to the ground. Quick. Love that car.
Yep.
Let's show this rear on this. And what I'd like to do after you talk about this, really compare how this rear leads to that rear.
Yes. Okay, so 61, they changed the rear. 60 rear ends were a lot more rounded. They dropped off a lot more, and they call this a boat tail rear end. And what they did in 61, you got this brand new rear end, and you got the dual tail lights surrounded by chrome. In 60, the tail lights were not here. This was, like I said, much more rounded rear end, and your tail lights set about right here. They were like a elongated egg that sat right there on each side. Of course, this has become iconic, and then this rear end and those tail lights were carried over from the C1 to the C2.
And let's actually show that on the back of the 6 Corvette.
So remember, so you had the 61, that all came out in 61, then you had a 62, and then in 63 they switched over to the mid-year. The mid-year, I mean, that was the beginning, 63 was the beginning of the C2s. So,
right. But the tail lights
are close.
Are close.
that you got in 66, you got a white backup and a red tail. Whereas in the 61, you got 2 red tails. But yeah, even the bumpers are close, not exact, but close. So yeah, I mean, but the rear end itself maintains almost the same shape. There's a little bit of work that's been done there as it matured over the years. But yeah, I mean, what a gorgeous, gorgeous car this is. Of course, you lost the trunk in these cars as well when you went to the C2s.
Yeah, and back here, I mean, talk about a statement right here. Big emblem right there.
Yep.
Looking fantastic. Looks like that's been completely redone.
Oh yeah, that's a brand new emblem.
Yeah, that's
and I'll even
nice.
pop this up here so we can see the inside of the trunk. Probably have to put my glasses on so I can see, but
there you go.
There we are. All right, so here's the inside of this trunk is finished out. Got a beautiful California car cover in there that covers up this car when we're not showing it off. Very well done. The gray carpet with the red insert with the crossed flags there.
Yeah, absolutely stunning from bumper to bumper on this. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I love the way that trunk sounds.
Oh, it's solid. It's solid just like the doors. The doors are the same way. You open the door.
Oh, today's Boomer's doing it today, guys.
Close the door.
Go ahead. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
There we go.
That's enough.
All right. So, since we're standing here talking about this car, and it's your first time being with us, let me go ahead and do this for you. What I'll do is I'll start this car up for you. This does have it's got a really cool electric hood on it. If I can find the switch here real quick. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There it is. There it goes.
That's a pretty rare factory option there, Boomer.
Yes, it is. All right, turn that way down. So of course, this is an LS3 crate motor. This engine has been warmed over. It's got headers on it. It's got a different cam in it. It makes about 525 horsepower. Yeah. And of course, like I said before, it is connected to that Tremec T56 6-speed manual transmission. This car, of course, the brakes have been upgraded on this car. It's running Willwoods all the way around. This is a 4-wheel disc car. And there you have it. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and I'm gonna crank it up for you.
Wow.
Sounds fantastic. There we go.
This is a level of vehicle that you get when cost is no object, ladies
Very
and
true.
gentlemen.
A car like this, I mean, the guy who built this car had a lot of money in this car. I mean, he had $250K in this car, which is easy to do, and you see why you can get there. I mean, the paint is flawless. All right, the motor runs great. The fit and finish on the interior is stupendous. The extra stuff that's been done under the hood, in the suspension, so everything's chrome, a brand new chassis. I mean, that is not cheap, but what really ain't cheap is the labor to put all of that together. I mean, you go to Chevrolet with a new Corvette, and the labor rate now, I think, is $100 to $125 an hour for a Corvette technician. You go to a shop that's going to build something like this, you can probably just about double that hourly rate.
Wow. And you can tell, just a fantastic car. It's half of the grand prize in this year's Corvette Dream Giveaway. Of course, Boomer has told you the other half of the grand prize is a 2021 Corvette Stingray, mid-engine, loaded.
Yep, it's a 3LT Z51 car.
Yeah, and that means, I know you've heard the new Corvettes are 60,000 bucks. With all the options, the one we're going to give you, if you're the winner, way north of $90,000.
Oh yeah, and that doesn't include the upgrades from Lingenfelter.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's another that's another chunk of change on top of that.
So huge prize package here, guys. Be sure to get your entries right now and see all of our great giveaways at www.dreamgiveaway.com. Let's see if we have any questions from our studio audience. Not today, so Boomer, why don't you wrap it up?
All right, so remember, go to www.dreamgiveaway.com, make that donation to charity. You're going to be in it to win it. And while you're there, take a look through all of the galleries. We've got great pictures of all of these cars sitting in there. And for those of us who came out and saw us last weekend at Gator Nats, hey, it was great seeing you all. This weekend, we're going to be down in Bradenton, Florida, at the drag strip down in Bradenton.
Correct.
We'll be down there with a couple cars. I think Hellcat's going to be there this weekend. I think the Camaro ZL1's going to be there this weekend. I'll be there this weekend. The Dream Team will be there this weekend. And also, don't forget, Lexi, just for you, Hellcat ends in less than 2 weeks now.
2 weeks exactly.
2 weeks, okay.
14 days from today. So now's the time to get all those extra tickets that you've been saving up for the Hellcat Dream giveaway. Ends in 2 weeks. And Don Garlitz, did he race at all this weekend?
Don did not race this weekend, but he was signing autographs, as was Shirley Muldowney, which that was really cool.
Wow, very cool. Well, we will see you guys next time. Close it out, Bruno.
All right. I don't do the more great fun. You do that. So
okay, we'll see you next time with more great fun, more great action, more great grand prize cars, like 2 Corvettes to 1 winner. It only happens here in the Dream Giveaway Garage.
See you next time.